Good morning, people of social media. My name is Joey, and I'm your host for the 24 HRPO podcast. As you know, last week our topic on board was about working from home, and this week we'll be discussing something different, something lighter, and I'm pretty sure that most of you will relate to. And with that, I'd like to officially welcome everyone to 24 HRPO's official podcast on board. And joining us tonight are four colleagues to share their thoughts about the topic on board that we'll be discussing today, which is new hobbies during the quarantine. Now, personally, I am not really into doing hobbies, but one thing that I've learned during the quarantine is that you have more time, especially when you're at home. You have more time of on doing things that you thought that you don't like, but eventually, having learned the things that you need to learn, you eventually like stuff and do it as a hobby of your choice. And like I said, with us are four colleagues uh, joining us today. And let me go ahead and pop them out. Oh, we we have three. What happened? Uh, all right.
Technical issue. So
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys introduce yourselves. I think our fourth guest is just trying to make the best entrance possible. And there you go. Since you're already here, go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
Hello, guys. Good morning to every one of you. My name is Chad. I've been with the company for more than a year now. I am with 24 HRPO, and I'm most of the time I'm working on technical recs like engineering and IT. So please bear with me along the way because I might experience some lagging due to some technical difficulties.
All right. No
Sorry for
worries,
that.
Chad. Thank you very much. Also, joining us today is.
What's up, guys? Hey, Marco here. So I've been with the company for about 3 years now, and I'm a senior technical recruiter, working mostly for IT in engineering position, same as Chad, as what you said. So yeah.
Thank you very much, Marco. Also joining us.
All right. So, hey guys, my name is Red, and I've been in 24 HRPO for 4 years now. And, I've been a senior recruiter um, focusing on healthcare requisitions, healthcare recruiter.
Thank you very much. And last but definitely not the least.
hi everyone. Since my colleagues already gave perky introductions, I guess let's make it more balanced. So I'll have a more serious one. So my name is Julie. I am currently working as an HR manager in 24 HRPO, and I've been with the company for almost 5 years.
All right, so there you go. A pretty diverse group that we have here, as we always do. And again, like I mentioned earlier, the topic on board is about the new hobbies that you've developed during the quarantine. We know that the quarantine actually gave us more time spent at home, and some of us, if not most, actually developed a new hobby. So I'd like to go around the table. Who or what hobbies have you developed during the quarantine? Let's start with
Um, I,
yeah. Go ahead, Julie.
yeah, I guess I can start. My hobby is not actually new. So I have always loved reading.
Mm-hmm.
So ever since I was studying, I spend my free time reading books. So I guess what changed was the genre of the books that I have been reading over the years.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's nice. That's nice. Something not really new, but something that you've improved ever since doing that hobby. So that's nice to hear. How about you, Red?
Well, for me, Joey, I do have a lot of hobbies right now. But yeah, my Facebook friends know that you know, my hobbies is cooking, and for now, as of the moment, my hobbies is tending plants.
Mm-hmm.
Planting plantitos.
Lantitos, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, let me show you. I have here one of my favorite um, plant.
Uh-huh.
Not sure if what this is. It's a cactus, but not sure of the family belongs to.
I see, I see. All right, so we actually have a plantito um, in on board. So that's good to hear. So speaking of plants, having a lot of them in the background. Marco, how about you?
Hey, so yeah, well for me, well before I really don't have time, and I don't have the means to actually do this, but I think I have developed and focused on game streaming,
Mm-hmm.
mostly mobile and PC games. So I actually have a page. So please like and follow this page, guys. Kaya the Gamer. And currently, I do have a 4 week tournament project that's
Mm-hmm.
ongoing. We are now on our week 3, so hopefully we will end it with a bang on the week 4. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, this is something that I can relate to. I do have, or I also have my game streaming platform on Facebook. So I'm not gonna do any plug for now, but maybe soon. Um, how about our grand entrance master?
Well, I really believe that I have the least interesting hobby among the four of us here. But I spent majority of my time in front of my phone,
Mm-hmm.
and as expected, people only think of me as a TikTok guy. But I'm more than just a TikTok guy. I am a star. Just kidding.
There you go.
But
Watch out! Watch out! Chad's gonna be a star.
right, but you can everybody knows about it that I do TikTok videos, but it's not something that I have developed during this quarantine because I've been doing that since we were back in the office
Mm-hmm.
until this pandemic hit and I went on some kind of hiatus.
Mm-hmm.
Just feeling celebrity here. But currently I've been playing. I'm ashamed of this because of Marco. I think I'm not worthy to be called a player, but I am very um interested in playing Mobile Legends. I just
Mm-hmm.
started learning that a few weeks
Mm-hmm.
ago, and I just love it.
I see. I see. Well, um, speaking of playing, I recently played Mobile Legends too. I didn't really play that game um, ever since it was a big hit. But just recently I started playing, and I'm pretty hooked up, I might say. Nonetheless, we've had interesting topics. Interesting hobbies that our guests have um, during this quarantine. Now, some of you actually didn't develop this during quarantine, but just improved it while on quarantine. Uh, so, for those people who changed their hobbies, what made you decide to go with that hobby? Let's start with the most interesting one with Marco. What made you decide to live stream your games and put up your streaming channel?
Yeah, well, since I was a kid, I was really into games. PS1, I've been playing that since then. And then when I got the job, was able to buy a phone, buy a PC. So yeah, I think what really pushed me to do game streaming is solely because this is something that I would like to probably yeah, sure, flex my skills
Mm-hmm.
in Mobile Legends. So that's one. But for other games as well, I really wanted to explore other games and showing it to other folks. Especially right now, we are just in front of our phone, computer. Online and then just browsing and might as well have my page or myself popped up in the news feed. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's good to hear. Actually, I can. Well, I've mentioned earlier that I can relate to that, but just a fun fact. Since Marco mentioned about job, my first salary I bought PSP. If you guys know that, it's the PlayStation Portable. So that's the first thing that I bought uh, when I got my first salary. So just wanted to throw that in. So since Marco and Chad's hobbies are pretty much related, so Chad, how about you? Uh, you're mute,
Chad, you're on mute.
Chad.
Oh, sorry. For me, I got pretty much interested in playing Mobile Legends because a lot of people surrounding me are playing Mobile Legends. That include my friends. So, but right now I can consider myself an addict when it comes to playing these mobile games because it makes me feel bad every time I lose, which is happening a lot of time and most of the time. So,
Mm-hmm.
but still, I find it enjoying because it helps me, buy time during this quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
And um, also one of my hobbies is watching Netflix series, and that started because my my girlfriend. I know, baby, you're watching, so please let me know if I am a telegenic person after this video or podcast. But she's really into K drama, and I'm not. But there's this one series that it's really good, and I believe that you should try watching as well. It's entitled "It's Okay to Not Be Okay," and it's
Uh-huh.
very informative and it's very inspiring. So if you got time, guys, you also should probably try watching that.
Uh-huh. Gotcha. Well, that's one recommendation from Chad, the K-drama critic, I might say. Anyone here who actually tried learning a new language during the quarantine? No one?
But, I actually mentioned this earlier to the group.
Uh-huh.
I I was planning to learn the Korean language, but
Mm-hmm.
because same as Chad mentioned, it would be beneficial for me because I also love watching K dramas.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess if I learn the Korean language, I won't have to use the English subtitle. So
Uh,
there, but I'm just planning, but it's not something that I have the time yet to do.
I see. All right. That's good to hear. How about you, Red? What made you decide to go with being a plantito during the quarantine?
Well, you know what, Joey? My biggest influencer is my mom when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to planting.
Mm-hmm.
And well, actually, to be honest, I used to play Mobile Legends, but I just wanted to be with the nature.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to be a pacifist right now as of this moment, because the pandemic is getting into me, so I would like to blow up some steam,
Mm-hmm.
planting cactus, or succulents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I see. So you use this as a tool to at least maintain a healthy or
Yeah.
mental state. Is that right?
Yes.
So this is to help you maintain your mental health, right? And
Yes,
I have
actually.
to agree because plants in general gives you that feeling of relaxation, right? I live in the province. I said this during the previous podcast. And in the province, there are a lot of plants and trees. And one thing that you do, especially during the afternoon, is that you sit under a tree and I don't know, read a book. Before that was what I do. That's what we do. But eventually it changed. But like I said, it's something that relaxes me. When I'm out there in the nature. So I have to agree with what Red has mentioned. Now, how much time do you spend with these hobbies? Do you spend like or how much time and how much fortune have you spent for the hobby? Julie.
Um, I guess for me, well, before the pandemic started, I feel lucky if there would be an opportunity for me to at least read a chapter. So I
Mm-hmm,
guess before, at least an hour a week. Considering my free time now, I guess I spend at least an hour a day during weekdays
mm-hmm,
reading. But of course, more hours if it's during the weekends. So in total, it would be like less than 8 hours.
mm-hmm,
It would also depend on how interesting the book is. Currently, I am actually reading the books that I have requested for for my wish list
mm-hmm.
every Christmas season.
Nice.
So my objective this quarantine is to finish the books that I have asked my friends to
Mm-hmm,
to give me.
mm-hmm. Gotcha, gotcha. All right. How about you, Marco? So, how much time do you spend with your hobby?
Well, yeah. I think. I mean, right now with the project that is ongoing on my page, every weekends it's more or less 12 hours. Yeah, and that also includes the whole tournament, and then gaming on the side for myself, and I also allot like 2 hours every after shift,
Mm-hmm,
just to have a breather from the
mm-hmm,
work. But yeah, the most of the time it's gonna be 2 hours every weekdays and 12 hours or more
mm-hmm,
for every weekends.
mm-hmm. Gotcha. All right. By the way, before we proceed, I'd like to invite everyone to uh, put your questions in the comment section so that you can be part of our discussion. And if you'd like to share your hobbies, or if you have questions about planting or about mobile games or whatnot, please do let us know in the comment section so that we'd be able to put that as a part of the discussion. During our podcast. Now, going back to what Marco mentioned, yeah, because I said that we pretty much have the same um, hobby, but mine actually started even before the quarantine, and it's just that I had more time now since my travel time was reduced from 2 hours to 2 minutes to my workstation. So the time spent on travel was actually transferred to hobby time, if I may. So that's really something that I am proud of, and I really what do you call this? I really had the time, and I really was able to produce more content because I had more time to do it. Now, how about you, Red? I know planting is not an overnight hobby. I mean, planting could take
Yeah.
weeks, planting could take months or even years, right? So, in a day, how much time do you think you spend for your hobby?
Well, for me, Joey, you know what? I usually spend like 15 to 30 minutes
Mm-hmm,
after shift, tending my plants, planting some new seeds. I'm planning to what you call this? I'm planning to plant some chili peppers. You know what? If you know Carolina Reapers, right? The hottest pepper.
mm-hmm.
You know,
Carolina Reaper. Yes, I've heard of it.
yeah, Carolina Reaper. Yeah, I'm planning to buy it online and then try to spend time and then try to grow it.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, so that's what I'm planning to do right now
mm-hmm. Okay. All
on my
right.
next project actually.
That's good. That's good. Actually,
I'm
planting is
just
something
I'm just
that.
actually
Yeah, go ahead, Chad.
I'm also curious about Red's hobby, planting, right? Is
Hmm.
that something that you have noticed growing up? Like you really have this heart for plants?
No,
Good
actually,
question.
you know what, Chad? I just found that I just realized that um, I'd love to do this one, just to um, be in the you being with my mom, because usually my mom is the big influencer of this hobby right
Right.
now. So
Hmm.
that's how it is. That's how I
Mm.
found that
But
I yeah.
is there a chance you think that your hobby planting can lead to something more bigger, like bigger, like agriculture? Maybe you start farming as well.
Hmm.
Well, not sure about it, but yeah, it's actually a good idea. You know.
Yeah, that's a good
Okay,
question
think about it.
for the group. Do you think that this is something, or your hobbies, is it something that you'd be seeing that, something that you'd be doing for the rest of your lives, or something that you'd probably earn money from in the future? What do you think? Since Chad asked that question, I'd like to ask you, Chad, since you're the star of the group, TikTok and all that. Uh, so what do you think? Is this something that uh, uh, you'd be doing for the rest of your life, or something that you'd be earning money doing in the future? What do you think?
Well, I don't think so. Maybe people just look at me like someone who wants to make everybody happy, but I just
Hmm.
want to annoy people by my by my face and presence. But I don't think I could gain something from it actually.
Hmm.
It's just really something that could get away of my boredom.
Just for
I see.
relaxation purposes, something like
Yeah,
that.
relaxation.
Hmm. I'd like to ask. I'm actually checking the comment section, and I don't think we have comments or reactions from our audience. Well, anyway, I'd like to ask the group now, given the opportunity to have unlimited resources, what hobby will you guys be starting? All right, think about, uh, you know, push your imagination. What do you think is the hobby, given that you have unlimited resources, money, uh, uh, you know, equipment, things like that? What would you be doing as a hobby? So, Marco.
Okay, good question. Well, for me, I think, given the unlimited resources, I'll probably buy a house and make it as like a boot camp,
Mm-hmm.
and manage a professional gaming team, because I realized that me playing games, I just do it for fun.
Mm-hmm.
I am no pro player, to be honest. So I'll probably just manage a
Mm-hmm.
professional gaming team rather than be in the pro scene.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that will be, that's what I'm gonna do if I do
Mm-hmm.
have unlimited resources.
I see. So going back to my question earlier, you are probably seeing this as something that might grow big, right? Just like what I asked Chad about TikTok earlier and read about planting. So this is something that you
Yeah.
see uh, that's gonna be big in the future for you.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, there are other schools that have courses or majors for esports.
Hmm.
So I think in the near future, it's gonna be something big. So yeah, I see it as that.
Hmm. Gotcha, gotcha. All right, and how about Julie?
Uh, well, actually, um, I'm planning. This is actually a simple hobby.
Hmm.
Because I've mentioned already the Korean language,
Hmm.
so I'll do that if I have unlimited time.
Uh-huh.
But this is just simple. So I have always been a fan of people who knows how to bake.
Hmm.
So I know that baking is very challenging since you need to be precise with your measurements, you
Hmm.
need to be accurate, or else your cake may be too sweet, or worse, it would be too salty.
Hmm.
So I think I want to try baking.
I see. All right, that's good. I think I'd like to try uh, whatever it is that you're baking. That's what
Yeah.
I'd like to try.
And
Same
it would
here.
save us more money because I like buying cakes. So I'll have you try it.
There you go. There you go. So we already have uh, Baker, right? So how about you, Chad? What will or what hobby will you be doing given unlimited resources?
Given unlimited resources,
Mm-hmm.
um, I, I just noticed that some people see me as gaining weight already during this lockdown, but a lot of people as well still see me as a skinny person. But I don't care. I just want to keep in shape.
Chad,
So my
Chad, maybe
plan,
because you're in love. Maybe
There you go.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think that's
they
why.
think
Any
they
message
And
so.
to your
Red,
girlfriend?
Red, have a follow up question.
So
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
going
you're
back, Chad
putting me
was
on a stand now.
distracted. Chad was distracted.
Sorry, Chad.
So
Go ahead.
go ahead, Chad.
Okay,
What is your hobby? Unlimited resources.
right. Oh, I'm planning to invest on equipment for working out, so
Working out.
I
All
can
right.
keep in shape. Yes.
There you go.
But my
That's
goal is not really to be a bodybuilder. You know what I
uh-huh.
mean? I'm just wanna stay healthy and like to do something to
Mm-hmm.
not be guilty if I actually gained a lot of weight in the
Mm-hmm.
future.
All right. Well, speaking of weight, let's go to Red.
You know what, Joey?
Yes.
I used to work out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Used to.
right now, yeah, I used to work out, but not right now because the gyms here are closed.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, given an unlimited resources, what I'm planning to do. Actually, I'm planning to buy some consoles.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if it's a Switch or a P or a PlayStation 4 or PS5 maybe, because
Mm-hmm.
I want to the thing is the idea is I want to collaborate with Marco maybe or you, and if you can somehow give me any idea or any what you call this,
Tips.
any thoughts, yeah, tips on what to buy, maybe what console, what type,
Mm-hmm.
that would be a good a good addition to, or maybe a good help that I can get from you guys.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, sure. We'll discuss that
Sure.
offline. I'm pretty sure we can work something out, right? And
Yeah.
actually, speaking of gym, you just gave me a reason why I gained so much weight because gyms are closed, right? If not, I could have been thinner than Chad, or I don't know. Uh, anyway,
Okay, so that means I'm not really in love. It's just I'm gaining weight just because the gyms are closed, right?
yep,
That gives
that's
me an
that's the
excuse
only
as
reason.
well.
That's the only reason why I'm gaining weight.
Okay, let's be clown here.
Anyway, we have a comment from Byron Ag. Unlimited resources. I collect exotic sports cars. There you go. Collecting
Whoa, why not?
exotic sports cars. That's good. Um, Also from Ira, cooking, but that's not something new to you, Byron. There you go. Anyone who's into music, painting, writing, poetry, building bikes, working out, cooking, collecting items. So there you go. That's Byron's comment. Well, actually, I'm not much into music, but I actually started playing the guitar again. I tried learning it even in the past, but I really don't have the discipline, I guess, to learn the notes or the notes every day. So I think that's something that I need to work on, my discipline. Um, Even before, when I was a kid, I remember my mom enrolled me into a piano lesson, and it's a weekend thing, and I used to skip it. I choose playing basketball, playing outside over, my piano lessons. So I think music is not for me, but I'd still give it a shot, given unlimited resources. So there you go. That's one answer for you for the unlimited resources question. But what I'm really thinking of is creating more content. If I'm given unlimited resources, I'll buy video cameras and video editing PC so that I can create more content for my page, or for the company, and so I think that's something that I'm really looking forward to, and I hope that I'll be given an unlimited resource. Yeah, just kidding, sir. Anyway, all right, let's read more comments. If there's no pandemic and I have unlimited resources, I would be traveling all over the world. There you go. So that's Rod traveling all over the world. Yeah, I think that's something that I really want to do as well. I think most of
Mhm.
us wanted to travel, even if it's just outside the town, because we've been longing for a travel for quite some time. We've been in quarantine for 5 months, going on 6 months now, and we're still trapped in our uh, homes, if not in our towns. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. Uh, so Sunkist says that she is into music, and she's asking us to support her covers. There you go. Probably
Oh,
a
yes.
yeah, probably a quarantine session with the guys or whatnot, right? With the group, right? So again, I'd like to thank Julie, Marco, Red, and Chad for joining us tonight. And any tips or any words that you can provide for our audience regarding starting uh, their new hobbies during quarantine? Chad?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I
I'm sorry. You go. Go
should I
ahead,
go
Chad.
first,
Yep.
Marco? Okay. Well,
Go ahead.
for me, since the lockdown or this quarantine situation has given us ample time to discover what we really want, what we really want to do, short term or long term.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we just have to try because we don't know until when the situation
Mm-hmm.
will happen or persist. So just do what you want, what you really love, and explore a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's it.
All right, Marco.
Yeah, well, I think for tips, for everyone who is planning or starting a page, for game specifically for game streaming, you just have to be patient. And if your goal is something to for the page to earn something on that, you gotta have patience, especially for Facebook, because you will need to meet some requirements first, and then this and that, especially with the stars ending. So you just
Mm-hmm.
have to be patient, and you'll definitely get there, if you really wanted uh your page to be monetized.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
All right, there you go. Red. Any tips on how to fertilize your plants, or no? Just
Well,
kidding. Any
though it's
anything. Any
for
any tips for any type of
it's for
hobby?
all right. So it's for the folks who who have hobbies right now. Well, for me, if you're planning to do some hobbies or making a profit out of it, don't plan. Start it right ahead. Because you know what I'm saying. If there's no activity, there's no result.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
There you go.
pursue your passion.
There you go.
There's plenty of time right now.
That's really good words from Red, and of course Julie.
I guess my tip would be I would not force any hobby to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And the hobby, I think hobbies should not be income generating. It should be something you enjoy or you love doing
Mm-hmm.
during your free time. So I know that during this pandemic, a lot of people is having a hard time separating work with personal life
Mm-hmm.
given the current setup of work from home. So I think my tip would be your hobby should take your attention away from work
Mm-hmm.
if this is your problem. So if your hobby takes your attention away from work, you can relieve your stress and clear out your mind
Mm-hmm.
to be more to have a more healthy psychological psychological status or
There you go.
well-being.
There you go. Well, thank you very much, guys, again for joining us, and I wish that you can join us again on our future episodes of On Board. Thank you very much, and Have a great week, guys. Now, moving on, since we've already heard the tips from our uh, panelist of the day, I'd like to give my own tip of the week. And this is pretty much related to what Julie mentioned earlier. Do not pressure yourself in starting a new hobby. All right. Now, everyone has their own way of dealing with stress. And just because the others are doing it does not mean that you have to do it too. Right? There's nothing wrong with just binge watching or just sleeping during the quarantine. All right. If doing these things give you pleasure, then you just have to go for it. You don't have to pressure yourself in starting a new hobby just because the others are doing it. All right. So that is it for the tip of the week, and please do watch out for another tip on our next episode. Of course, related to the topic on board. And before we end the program, I'd like to thank um, our sponsor for this week. Of course, our partners from Extra Mind F&A Outsourcing Inc. If you have, if you'd like to outsource any of your accounting needs, our friends from Extra Mind will be able to help you out with that. And so that concludes our onboard for this week. Tune in on our next onboard, and we'll be giving you some things to talk about, not just professionally, but of course things that we talk about in life in general. All right, and again, I'm your host, Joey Navarro, and thank you everyone for joining us for this week's edition of On Board. And we always remind everyone to stay safe, stay at home, stay healthy, and hustle up. Thank you very much. You have a great week.